Hey, I'm Rhea, the person behind K-pop the Carry. This is my K-pop themed YouTube channel where I talk about my K-pop collection, my methods behind collecting things, as well as my hauls and stuff, and maybe some other videos eventually. But to inaugurate this channel, I have a quick and simple mercari haul for you. This is a mercari haul that is mostly 17 stuff, honestly. It is a collection of some albums, some photo cards, some other goods that aren't album inclusions, and I'll be showing you all of those. Let's get into it. So the first thing I have is a Vernon semicolon card. I am almost done with my semicolon collection. It has been not that hard to do because I did try to get into a fan sign for them, so I ended up getting a lot of the cards initially, but at the end I don't collect OT13 17 because it's just simply too many boys. I love all of them very much, but that is just simply too many boys. But semicolon, because there was a reasonable amount of photo cards in it, I felt that it was fine for me to collect OT13 when I was already so close to getting it via what I had already purchased for a fan sign. So now I'm just filling in some gaps, and Vernon was one of the ones I still needed. Next, I have another thing from semicolon era, is a blonde Joshua fan sign card. I don't remember which fan sign this one was for, but of course I just cut my nails before making this video, so now I cannot peel the tape off of this penny sleeve. I'm just gonna cut it. I don't care. I have enough penny sleeves. I have this thing where Joshua got blonde hair and then I became a demon, and so did he. So now it is my goal to collect all physical official evidence of his blonde hair. And that includes fan signs, that includes trading cards, that includes postcards, magazines. It's unhealthy and it's a little bit insane, but I think the blonde hair suited him so well, and I want to own all physical evidence of it. So this is, I'm not familiar with, this is definitely a Chinese fan sign, but there he is. He looks very lovely. All right, next up is more Joshua cards, and that is going to be the theme really of this video, is just Joshua stuff, because Joshua is my old 17 bias and he is the one I collect. So this is one of the two of the missing and owed cards that I needed to fill out my collection. So we have the Hope version. He looks very lovely. And at least with these photo cards for the Hope version, he looks different enough that I don't accidentally repurchase cards, because sometimes he does poses in his photo cards that are so similar and you cannot tell the difference between them if you're looking quickly. So here I have another Joshua card, because that is the theme of today's video. This is a You Made My Day card. See, here's a good thing about these ones. They put the names on the back for the version, so I don't have to remember what versions they are. But this is for You Make My Day Meat version, and he looks lovely, and that's pretty much going to be the main theme of me saying that. So also, besides Joshua, I don't really collect members on purpose really to have a full collection. For the other members, especially the ones who are like in my second or third tier of biases, which feels like really crappy to say, but if there's ones that they have that I really like, or I just like the appearance of, I will get them. And so I have, I have this Minghao one. I don't remember what these ones were specifically for. Because they don't say they say not for sale on the back, which makes me think that they're a broadcast card. But if you know what these ones are, please let me know below. But I love this one a lot because I love the bowling alley thing for them for semicolon. I thought it was really cute and a lot of fun. But he looks lovely, and Minghao is in like my top 5 of members. So whenever there's a card of him that I really, really, really like, I do get it because it sparks joy. Here we have more evidence of the Blonde Shua difference. These are from the incomplete cards from their online concert. I did not get any of the trading cards because I was like, oh, I don't need concert merch. Like, it's fine. It's whatever. And then he looked like this. and then I had to have it. So I'm slowly working my way to getting all of the Joshua incomplete cards because he looks stupid good in them. This is our last evidence of his blonde hair because I don't think he had it during that concert. It was really early when I watched it. And I don't remember. Gone but not forgotten. Oh, and here we have another one. Okay, this has another piece of tape on it, so I'm just gonna snip that off. Draco Malfoy looking ass. So yeah, another incomplete Blanchua card. Oh, and this one is like now pretty much a prized possession for me. So like I mentioned with the Minghao one, I don't know where this one came from, but this is now officially like a holy grail card for me. I did not know it existed, and then I saw it on Mercari, and then I had to have it because yet again, official evidence of Blanchua. And also it is like a beautifully shot card. Like it's not a selfie, and it's a really nice shot that's not like super duper photo shooty. It looks like a still from a movie or something. And I really like that. I like when photo cards and photo shoots aren't like, I'm an idol posing for a picture. Fuck, this card is so good. Here is another incomplete one, the same card, but I got it for a friend. So we're gonna put that off to the side. So this is a Boys B Joshua. This is my first of the Boys B's for Joshua, because when I bought my copy of Boys B off of eBay, the person said they didn't have any inclusions in it and then gave me the option for inclusions. And they had a Joshua one, but I knew that if I didn't have evidence of Junghan's long blonde hair, I was going to regret it because that card is so hard to find. And if you do find it, it's ridiculously expensive. So if I was able to get it just through buying an album, I was going to take that opportunity. So anyway, now I have the first of my Joshua Boys B's. These ones are from, I don't actually know what the official event for this thing was. I know that it was, I think, a pop-up store or a physical event or something. But again, it was an official piece of merchandise for Blonde Joshua. Oh yeah, it was a Japanese event, obviously, given the kana on the back. I think these are just the trading cards that they did because it says number 31 up there. But he looks like he is in the Matrix. Also, some of these cards aren't for me because I already have a full set of Going 17 Joshuas, but this is for a friend who was helping me buy stuff. This actually, it's Isabel from PayPal, so you should check out their channel. But I do a thing where I don't look at what I have before I buy them, and I am a notorious duplicate buyer. So I saw these in a panic for a really good price, and I was like, oh, I have to have them. And then I remembered, oh wait, no, I already own all of these after I'd put in the buy request and it had already gotten accepted. So these are going to Isabel from PayPal because she helps me out when I overbuy stuff, or I just buy duplicates of it because I'm an idiot. Another thing I like really buying from Mercari is seeing how similar fan experiences are even in completely different parts of the world. Like, it is just a thing that everyone does, is just to write each other a nice note when you purchase photo cards from another person. I understand some Japanese. My kanji is not good enough to properly read this whole message, but I will read it later. But I got another You Made My Day. Nope, You Make My Day Joshua. This is from the Set the Sun version. And he looks, again, beautiful and perfect. And I love him. I feel like I really should have grouped these a little bit better. I just put them in a big pile and I was like, I'll just open them up on camera. No big deal. But here we have another incomplete Joshua. And he looks good. I think this next set that I got is a couple duplicates for me, but I bought this one because it was in a set of a bunch of the You Make My Day ones. It was a bundle deal for a really good price. And I already had a couple of these cards, but it was cheaper just to buy it all together versus by trying to find them separately again. And I knew that I could resell them or give it to friends who also collect Joshua. But here he is. I like horizontal cards, but I wish that either do all of them horizontal or none of them horizontal, not just one horizontal. I have all of the ones for follow, and I like that he's in a field. And then this one is from You Make My Day again. Yeah, this is a whole set of You Make My Days. And here's another of You Make My Days, the ribbons. So now I'm happy to not have to look for those cards anymore. This transparent card is from their 2018 concert that was in Japan, and they're telling me, oh so kindly, that it is a rare card. I told myself I wasn't gonna do like concert merch and stuff like that, and then he just kept looking so lovely and nice and good in all of his merchandise, because that's just my normal feelings about Joshua anyway, that I just ended acquiring concert goods too. Oh yeah, so 2018 concert is ideal cut. I knew that. Anyway, here is the duo unit trading card of Joshua and Minghao. I have a couple in ode cards that I got because I am so close to finishing up all of his in ode cards. I love this pink suit look so much. I wish that we got to see more of it outside of just the Truth photo book shoot. And then this one is from Begin. Begin happens to be the album I have the most cards for like every single boy. And I only purchased the album itself recently, like within the past couple months. And just somehow when I was buying for members that I thought were my bias before I admitted that Joshua was my bias, I just ended up acquiring just so many Begin cards. It takes up like 2 pages in my boy book. And now for the only Teenage Joshua card that I own. Teenage cards are for some reason hard to find for Joshua, or I've seen them and then they just, and I'm like, oh, I'll get that again eventually. And then I don't, and then they're gone. But I have another, his pink suit oeuvre, if you will, another horizontal card. So hoping to get more Teenage Joshua's soon. I'm happy to say that I now have all of the Teenage albums, but not the cards. So the other stuff that I have is just a couple things from the 17 museum. So I have 2 of the postcard sets. I wasn't able to find Joshua's on Mercari. I'm gonna have to look for that a little bit more whenever I put another Mercari order in, which won't be for another couple months, but I'm probably gonna keep my eye out for the Joshua stuff. But I have Minghao and I have Seokmin, because Seokmin was my original 17 bias. I love him very much. He is still in my top 5, but then Joshua just elbowed everyone and just like suplexed them and fought his way to the front. But when there's Seokmin stuff that I really like, I get it, and he looks stupid good in this. He looks like hot Professor Indiana Jones in this, and so I had to own it. And it also comes with the group shot postcards. And then I also have the Minghao one because I wanted to have yet again physical proof of this really good, the fluffy auburn mullet situation was very lovely. And another, so I'll probably end up selling the group shots because now I have 2 of them. So here we're gonna get to the absolutely insane portion of this video. So first off, I have all of the 17 karat white version postcards now. These ones are pretty easy to find, and they're normally pretty cheap too. I've really seen these go for anywhere between $3 and $6 depending on the seller and where you're buying them from. So I have the ones of the members that I mostly collect for. So I have both of Joshua's, I have 2 of Vernon's, I have Seokmin, and I have all of Junghan's now. So if you are an American person using, it was actually probably international. So pretty much everyone that wasn't Spotify Korea. Back when Kakao M and Spotify Korea were settling licensing agreements, and then all the K-pop disappeared off of Spotify. And so I went into panic mode and like didn't know when that music was going to be coming back. And it spurred me to fight harder to finish up my 17 album collection. and the only ones I hadn't still had in my collection was 17 karat, and I didn't have Love and Letter repackaged. I managed to get Love and Letter repackaged pretty easily from sellers in the United States. So I was able to get both the special edition and the normal version of Love and Letter repackaged pretty easily in the United States. However, 17 karat suddenly became the most hot commodity in the secondhand market. And I saw something, I started a bidding war on eBay. This was a little evil. I started a bidding war on eBay for a 17 karat. I wasn't willing to spend more than around $40 for it, which is an absurd amount of money for what that album is in terms of the packaging. But now, because Pledis absolutely refuses to reprint any of the old albums, despite how much money they would make off of reprinting their old albums, whatever, that's a rant for another day. 17 karat wasn't hard to find. Now it was hard to find, on top of Pledis not reprinting things, and now there was the issue with how are you going to be able to access K-pop if you don't own it physically, which is an entire other fucking issue. So I went on a mad dash to acquire 17 karat. I wasn't willing to spend more than $40 on it. The person bid it up to $55 on North American eBay, and I said, no, I'm not doing $55 for 17 karat with none of the postcards. I'm not doing it. So then I went on Mercari and I submitted buy requests for like 5 different 17 karats because I expected a lot of people were now going to be trying to buy the physical versions of it because of the Spotify situation. So a couple of the requests fell through, and then a couple of them got answered. And I fully put 5 requests in expecting to not get any of them. And then I got 3 of them because I'm an insane person and I worry about scarcity. And it's not even a matter of it being false scarcity. Like, older 17 albums are like a legitimate scarcity now, especially in the secondhand market and for a reasonable price. So I bought a really, really, really beat up version at first. It was like $30. It was completely trashed. And I was like, know what? It's like, I'm fine. I'll make peace with it because it's 17 karat. I'll have the physical CD. I'll have the music forever. Whatever. Like, I'll just deal with the album being like just garbage. So I got the postcards from that. And then I ended up I was able to get 2 other 17 karats. So this one is like really pristine. This is the one I'm probably going to keep for myself. It's not banged up at all. And the thing with 17 karat is that it is flimsy cardboard. This is another one. This is not the completely smashed one. It's flimsy cardboard. The interior is all paper. It's just not a well-designed album. And I understand why it's not a well-designed album because of how little money Pledis had at the beginning of 17's career. So I will be keeping these ones. And these ones also came with all the postcards. So I ended up being able to get, this one I think was 35 American dollars. And then the one that's not completely smashed was, I think it was 25 with all the postcards. And then the one that is completely smashed, I'll show you now. This one is completely beat up. And I purchased this for $30. This is ultimately just trash at this point, which is a damn shame. I would never sell this more than like the cost of shipping if I'm to get rid of it, which I probably will. And this is what the CD sleeve looks like. I have no idea what this person did to this album, what this album went through once upon a time. I was initially going to make peace with just me owning this for the rest of my days, and like that's fine. Like, my 17 karat is smashed. I will be giving this to someone else probably for like no money. This is going for not even $5, just the cost of shipping. And then that's everything. Thank you so much for watching my Mercari haul. I hope you enjoyed it.